Hello everybody, my name is Average Election Enjoyer here. Today is October 23rd of 2025. And if you remember in the last video I made about the 2025 gubernatorial races, like I always say in those elections that it was going to be my final prediction, but a common thing I say is anything can happen, and as we see here, J. Jones' violent text messages take center stage in Virginia Attorney General race debate against Jason Miyares. Something crazy has, in fact, ended up happening here. If you haven't heard, this has been major scandal for the Democratic Party. J. Jones, as it says here, running for Virginia Attorney General, sent some very, 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 very controversial text messages regarding Speaker Gilbert, because this is against, as I said, House Speaker Todd Gilbert back in 2022 sent some very, very controversial text messages. I don't want to go into the exact nature of the text messages, as is very terrible things that he said, but that is very easily accessible information, and you should, if you're interested, look it up yourself. However, I try to keep this channel as family friendly as possible, and the comments that he made were in fact awful, very bad. There were many calls, as you know, many calls for him to leave his race. Spamberger very controversially reprimanded him, but did not, in fact, disavow him. Some Republicans are attempting to tie their campaigns together, and I wanted to make a video regarding a shift in polling that we might see, and how that might impact Democrats' chances in Virginia, as well as just go over some recent polls in New Jersey here. And because that race has been tightening up, and we'll see if this new shift in news coverage away from New Jersey has impacted the race in any way. So if we're gonna go by these latest polls, we can see that that this controversy didn't seem to have affected Spamberger as much as you might imagine in the polls here. 12 points from Washington Post, 9 points from Suffolk University, 54%, 52% for Spamberger respectively, with Earl Sears hovering around 42-43%. October 20th, Spamberger 51%, Earl Sears 46%, so better showing for Earl Sears there. However, back to 42%, and back to 42% in this VCU poll. Also out on October 20th, October 19th, 49% to 44%. So, as you can see here, right after the controversy, you can see Spamberger's real popularity here really drop below 50%. However, as you can see now, it's really rebounded. Earl Sears has failed to capitalize on this opportunity to sort of make a push on Spamberger here. Really seem to have dropped the ball in that regard. However, Mayar is leading in a lot of these recent polls here. This is going to be a very close race. A lot of Democrats have done their early voting before the scandal broke. And it was looking like it was going to be a rather easy victory for J. Jones. However, his comments have really torpedoed his campaign. Most recent poll has him at tied, but a lot of these recent polls have +4, +7, +3, +4. So his race will be seeing if the early votes can really hold out for him, and if a lot of Democrats do come home for him ultimately over Mayars. However, this is really Mayars' race to lose at this point. However, Republicans not done a great job tying him to Spamberger. As you can see, she's doing rather well in these more recent polls. So, on this map, I'm going to keep Virginia as a... Well, this only has safe and lean, but I would have never put this as safe, just because I think nature of Virginia, sort of like Minnesota, it's not exactly a safe state for the Democrats, but Democrats hold a significant edge in pretty much every election that you see there, and have held an advantage for some time. And now I'm going to move over to looking at the New Jersey governor's race. You can see Cheryl 5 points lead over Chattarelli here. From the Rutgers Eagleton poll, as of October 21st, so just 2 days ago. If we keep going down, we could see 7 points for Cheryl as of October 16th, and then 5 and 1 point. So you can actually see Cheryl doing a little bit better as this race has come down into the final stretches. As you see, much closer than the Spanberger race. Cheryl barely cracking 50%. In some of these polls, only see 50 to 50, 45 in this poll. But I mean, you could see consistent 50% for Cheryl. That indicates for me that she will, in fact, likely be the winner. You don't see Chattarelli getting much more than 46%. That would still be a decent showing for the Republicans in this state, showing how New Jersey is in fact right trending. However, with the national environment and how Democrats, as I said, have held an edge in the New England area and New Jersey for a fairly long time, I don't see this race shifting towards the Republicans in any way. So if I'm going to go on this map, I'm going to have to say New Jersey is also going to be in this lean category. Again, not going to be safe, hasn't been safe. New Jersey, right trending state. However, with the polls and Chattarelli not nearly able to gather the support he would need to win in a state like New Jersey, I think we're going to see a fairly like maybe a 5 point, 6 point victory for Cheryl here in this race, and maybe anywhere from 7 points all the way to 13 points, which would be a resounding victory for Spanberger here. So that'll be something to see. Just as I said, and a lot of people are echoing, or not echoing, but a lot of people are saying the same thing. The key thing about these races, Democrats hold edges in both of them. Don't be surprised if Democrats win both. However, the huge thing is going to be the margins. If New Jersey is 6, 7, 8, 9 points, and Virginia is 12, 13, 14 points, that's a huge sign for Democrats heading into 2026. However, New Jersey 3 points, 2 points, gets very close. Virginia only 5 points, 6 points. That would be huge for Republicans heading into 2026, showing momentum for their party. So that'll be something to be looking for as we head up on election day in just a couple of weeks. So I just wanted to make this short video to sort of recap what has been happening lately in these races, and I'd like to wish you a fantastic rest of your guys' day.